You're listening to The Paul Higgins Show, where ambitious tech consultants come to unlock their potential. After 18 years as a global leader, I launched several businesses, culminating in a successful exit. I'm sharing what I learned, plus what's working now from mentoring tech consultants. You will hear leaders within our industry to help you build a business you love that allows you to do what you want. If you are looking for immediate cash flow wins to fuel your growth, go to our free ebook at paulhigginsmentoring.com/roadmap. Imagine this. It's Monday morning, you're a tech consultant, and you've just opened your laptop to check your sales pipeline. Your heart sinks. The leads you were counting on haven't materialized. Your team of contractors that have been doing all the great work for you, you just simply don't have enough to pay for them. And you're really worried if you let them go, will you find people just as good? You're facing a harsh reality, and you're like many tech consultants I work with, whether it's Salesforce, NetSuite, Zoho, and Monday. The market has shifted. Those referrals you once relied upon have dried up. And while some of your competitors seem to be thriving out there with their fancy content marketing strategies, you're left wondering how to catch up without completely overhauling your business. And let's face it, you're tired from doing that in the past. But here's the thing. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. You don't need to become a YouTube star overnight. What you need to do is systematically approach sales and make sure that you play to your strengths and maximize every opportunity. That's where a sales playbook exclusive for you as a tech consultant comes in. Hi, I'm Paul Higgins, and today's episode, it's just you and me. You're going to dive into how a well-crafted sales playbook, like I said, just for tech consultants, can transform your tech consulting business from struggling to thriving. If you aren't at your desk, don't worry. There's a link that you can get in the show notes that takes you directly to the sales playbook so that you can then customize your own. Now, let's take a quick look at the tech consultants landscape. From what I'm seeing, there's a real split happening, as I mentioned before. On one side, you've got partners who've invested early in content creation, whether it be YouTube courses and other things that lead to inbound traffic, and they're doing pretty well. So if you go and listen to Brett Martin, episode 486, he's a great example of that. He's in the Zoho ecosystem. But on the other side, you've got the majority who relied mainly on referrals, and they're struggling. Does that sound a little bit like you? Are you in that second group? First things first, we've got to stick to our strengths, right? If you're more of a traditional B2B salesperson like me, that's okay. The key is to tighten your approach and squeeze all you can from the existing lemon. This is where the sales playbook comes in. It's not just another buzzword, it's a powerful tool that can help you understand exactly what you need to do to win in sales, keep those contractors, and be able to invest in the business. And don't forget your partner at home that's waiting for that drawing as well. So too often we just keep throwing out tactics at the wall and hoping something will stick. But the playbook, you've got a real strategy. So let me break it down for you into the components of the sales playbook. And like I said, this is exclusive for tech consultants. I drew on a lot of my experience from my Coke days. Then where I used a sales playbook to run my tech consulting business. And then now I've mentored others. And yes, I did use a bit of ChatGPT, Monica, which I love, which sort of gives you all to compare them. But the sales playbook, the majority of it's from practical experience. So first, you've got your company vision and sales objectives. This is your North Star. It keeps everyone aligned and moving in the same direction. And to be honest, I didn't really have that when I did even my version of this. Then you've got your target market definition. You hear me banging on all the time about picking a niche or a niche, but it's really who you're selling to and what their key pain points are. And you can go to listen to episode 388, which is super niche to scale faster. I've got some great resources there for you. And that's a solo show. Next up, you need solid sales strategies. This includes how you're going to tackle new business and how you're going to expand existing accounts, because you need both. And I've got some really good suggestions based on the clients that I've got listed in a table there for you. Then you've got your sales process and methodology, which comes next. This is step by step on how you move a prospect from first contact to closed deal. And you might think that this is easy, Paul. I've heard this all before. Yes, but have you got your playbook? Have you got the exact steps? And like I said, even when I went through this after 28 years of experience, 18 of those working one of the best sales companies in the world, Coca-Cola, I found gaps and I plugged it. And I do the same with my clients. What we think we have versus what we do is often very different. And don't forget about your sales messages and tools. Those sales messages are critical, especially in LinkedIn outreach. What are you saying to your prospects? How are you saying it? And what tools are you using to make your life easier? Once again, we've got some links to all the tools that we recommend, and we've also got some affiliate deals there as well. So there is an explanation and table in each of the sections, like I said. And it makes sense to listen again with the playbook in front of you. So you're out probably walking, jogging, whatever you're doing at the moment, hanging out at the washing as I normally do. Go and get the playbook and listen to it. And clients' playbooks, when they're finished, are normally about 20 to 30 pages. So they're long enough to have the most vital information, but they're not too long. So knowing that this will never be 100% complete, right? It's your best first attempt, and then you'll continue to improve it. Now, let's go and implement this playbook. This is where the rubber really meets the road. So start by customizing it for your business. Remember, it isn't a one-size-fits-all, right? The reason I work one-on-one with my clients developing their sales playbook because I customize it from them. And make sure it aligns with your strengths and balances your traditional B2B approach with other techniques like content that I mentioned before. And you'll also have a marketing playbook, which I'm going to do a future episode on that. If you want the marketing playbook now, just get in contact with me and we can send it through to you. As you put this into action, focus on the high impact activities. What's really moving the needle for your business right now? And always be measuring. Keep an eye on those KPIs and metrics. They'll tell you if you're on the right track. I've used this playbook approach to help clients understand what's needed to win in sales. And I'm working through my own version, as I mentioned before. And, I've got 28 years worth of experience, but I can tell you this stuff works and there's still major gaps in my playbook and also how I work with my team. So here's what I want you to do. Download the sales playbook, the templates in the show notes, populate it with your own information, but most importantly, take action on it. Don't let it gather dust or be forgotten in some computer folder or your knowledge folder that we've all got and never get to. Remember, I'm here to support you. If you've got questions as you work through this, reach out. Let's turn those sales challenges into opportunities and keep those contractors. Thanks for tuning into the Paul Higgins Show. Until next time, keep squeezing that lemon. Time for action. Let me know what you implemented from the show. I promise to respond. Plus, get the Tech Consultants Roadmap at paulhigginsmentoring.com/roadmap.